Okay, and welcome to the fourth episode of Unless You Live Hardcore. I got the name correct this time and didn't stumble over it at all,
Not a
which
bit.
is no. This one is not gonna be focused on one band in particular. It's gonna be focused like the first couple episodes, where we're just gonna be bringing our songs here and talking about what we want to talk about. Some metal or hardcore. I think Jake's leaning more hardcore on this episode than I am. I'm gonna be honest with
Yeah.
you.
No, it's
I
cool, man. I checked out the band that you just sent, and they're not like they're real small time.
Yeah. Oh, for
Like
sure. They're blowing up.
250
They're blowing up right now.
subscribers on YouTube. Well, I'm good. I hope they do blow up because they're like I
No,
didn't like it at first, and then I heard the La Machina song. Like, all right, dude. Like,
they're
this
having
is
fun.
they're fun. Like,
Yeah.
this probably isn't something that I would like generally put on my own accord. But if somebody else did, I would be like, all right, yeah,
Yeah.
I actually like this. This is fun, dude.
Yeah, so what we're talking about is this band called Silly Goose. I've been really fucking with this band for about a couple months now. I've been following them on TikTok. So you've probably seen them before and you just don't even realize it. Right now they're going viral at this moment. Like as we speak, they've been going viral this week for a video they posted of them playing a set inside of a Subway sandwich shop. Did you see that video?
Is it the music video that they had?
No, it's just like a TikTok of a band playing a set in a Subway music shop.
Oh no, I did. It's
It's
in Subway or
real. It's
outside of a
in a
Subway?
Subway music. It's in a Subway sandwich shop,
How
and
the
there's a
fuck did they
dude
pull that off?
ordering a sub sandwich. I think their friend probably works behind the counter, is what I'm
Oh,
guessing.
that man lost his job so quick,
You
dude.
gotta look it up, dude. Who
I'm
can't?
going to. It's hilarious.
It's viral right now. I think it's probably got over 1 million views. So, uh, earlier like last week, they were at like 7,000 followers, I think, on TikTok because they've gone sort of viral a few times now
Yeah.
for the way they tour, which I'll get more into in a moment as well. So they went. This is their biggest video that's ever gone viral. Like Loudwire even made an article about them because of this video
Oh
that has
wow.
gone viral. Yeah, Loudwire wrote about them. It's fucking awesome. I love to see a band that's like putting the work in, getting what they deserve. And so they posted this video and it's going viral right now. A bunch of people are sharing it, like big names in the metal community and rock community and stuff. And apparently this week they met with Travis Barker and also the lead singer of Goldfinger, who is like a producer now for all these pop
Yeah.
punk artists.
John
Yeah.
Feldman.
John Feldman, that's it.
Yep.
So they had a meeting with Travis Barker and John Feldman, who are both part of like DTLA Records, which is probably the biggest like rap rock record label currently, or one of them. They're signing some like big artists like Jaden and shit, and like some other people. But Travis Barker obviously is one of the institutional people in rap rock in the past 5 to 10 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's really been on the forefront of it. And Machine Gun Kelly wouldn't have had a fucking album without Travis Barker. You know what I mean? That album that Machine Gun Kelly did, the one that went crazy, and that was like part of the pop punk revival there, whether people like it or not, was produced fully by Travis Barker.
Yeah, he
Like
drummed on every track.
yeah. So it's like, but it's really cool. These guys have had a meeting with them recently, I guess, and got to hang out with them, which is fucking cool because it's been since this shit went viral, this Subway shop video. Uh, but they went from like 7,000 followers last week to like over 10K this week now on TikTok because of that one video, which is really cool. But this band also, they grind, man. So like you may have
Yeah.
also seen them before on like TikTok or social media and didn't realize it because they're a band that just sets up in parking lots. They have a van and like a trailer behind it, and they just do shows on their trailer outside of other bands' shows, like after the show is letting out. So like right now, they're currently on tour. They were just got done following Highly Suspect on tour. And then so next they're gonna be following Bad Flower and Spirit Box for a while. So
They're
Spirit
just
Box, they're gonna
following them
be
on tour and then
dude,
playing outside the
literally, yeah,
venues.
they're gonna be at the Fillmore in Detroit. Like apparently it says they're gonna do the Fillmore in Detroit when Spirit Box is like headlining. They're as the show lets out, they play a show like right outside the venue. They do 3 to 4 songs and get the fuck out of there before the cops show up.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
It's crazy. And so that's why their first album's called The Streets Heard It First, because they've been doing this for a while. So last year they did it at Incarceration Festival, right? The
Uh-huh.
metal festival. I'm actually going to it this year down in Ohio in July. But last year they showed up and like got into the parking lot and like broke into the parking lot and played a show as everybody was letting out of the festival at the end of the night. And the producers of the festival, the dude who like runs it, Danny Wimmer, and like the other producers of it saw them and were like, this band fucking rips. And they got a crowd in the parking lot that were all just like moshing and fucking into it as the festival's letting out. And they're like, do you guys want to come back and play tomorrow on the actual stage? And they like got to play the next day of the festival because they broke in and did a parking lot show at Incarceration. And then
That
they
rules,
also
dude.
got to do an interview at Incarceration with like Matt Pinfield and stuff. And
Oh,
like
wow.
then and Danny Wimmer, who runs the festival, and they put them on Louder Than Life. So Silly Goose got to do like Louder Than Life as well, and then Louder Than Life festival, and then yeah, they also offered them like to help them record a demo or whatever. Which I don't know if they took them up on that part because they put out the album since then, and I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but they gave them a spot on the festival that day, got to like interview with Matt Pinfield, and that interview's on like the Danny Wimmer Presents YouTube channel now, and like they got to do Louder Than Life because of it, all because they did a parking lot show. Like they're just going around the country doing shows outside of other bands' shows as the show's letting out, and then booking it before the cops show up, and just grinding, dude.
Yeah.
And
No,
it's
that's punk
fucking
as hell, dude.
awesome, isn't
I
it?
can't diss that at all. That's very DIY and very punk, very hardcore. God
Yeah,
damn, that's sick as fuck, dude.
it's
I mean, that's
so
cool that
cool.
it actually like led to something for them because most people would just get told to leave.
Yeah, and they're also
Like,
from Atlanta. Like these dudes are all from Atlanta, so it feels like I mean like Atlanta's a big spot for hip hop and rock music in
yeah.
general. There's a lot of music there in general. So it doesn't feel disingenuous to where they're coming from either, you know, in a way. Like it's like I can understand coming from Atlanta that you would be influenced by rap growing up. They have a massive hip hop scene there. One of the biggest in the whole world, you know.
Oh yeah.
It's Atlanta. It's like Atlanta, Houston, you know, like there's like certain places that are known for hip hop music, but I fucking love it. And these dudes are all like 18 to 21 years old. They're
Yeah, they
young,
look
man.
young. One of
They're
the guitarists
young.
is a lady.
One
They
of
have
the
a chick
guitar,
guitar player.
yeah,
I don't
you
know if you
sure?
noticed it in the music. I'm pretty sure, dude.
I don't think so.
In the music video I watched, there was a girl ripping guitar.
Uh,
The music video for Out of the Picture.
maybe I don't think that's who's in it now. Looks like
Yeah,
four
that's
dudes to
a
me. Go to their Instagram and look at
no,
pictures of
dude.
them
That's
currently.
am I just thinking that this is a lady? That's so rude of me.
Maybe,
That's
man.
so fucking rude of
Cause
me to be
like
like,
they do I
hey,
think
I
their
got a chick.
guitarist I think their guitarist is super young and was like 17 when they first started touring and is now 18. Like
Hang on.
turned like 18 last summer. Yeah, I think you might just be mistaken it. They got four dudes.
Huh.
You want to cut this part out, Jake?
Nah, it's fine. I mean, oh, that is a yeah. No, dude, because fucking nah, dude. He had very long hair and he looked very young. So I was like, oh, that's a girl.
Yeah, at a young age, I didn't have much facial hair and shit. There's also a video of the lead singer getting arrested while they're playing a show outside of one of the venues.
Yeah, it's in that music video. The one I just watched. It was
Yeah, wild. It's so
yeah,
cool though, man. Like they're just fucking doing their
free
thing and they're
silly
like
goose.
yeah, and they're like they're genuinely just grinding it out and they're starting to blow up now. And like their Instagram's up to 10.3K. I think they'll probably do this tour like finish out this tour through May where they're doing like these like street shows, you know? And I think they're getting real management soon.
Oh
If they
yeah,
don't
I'm sure
already have it.
they'll be on real shows soon enough.
Yeah, did you see the Subway clip that I'm talking about that's super viral?
I haven't watched it yet, but I'm gonna watch it when I get
If
off
you
the
if you
stream.
even
Yeah.
see how many views it has, like you know what I mean? Like can you see how many views and stuff
Hang
it
on, let
has?
me.
It's also been shared by multiple sources where it's gotten like 1 million views at other sources as well.
I mean, I'm not seeing like the original
Silly Goose,
video. You could send me a
TikTok.
link in the chat. Send me a link in the chat. What you said you were listening to this band with Ashley though, your wife?
Oh yeah. So yesterday, so the song that I think changed your mind on it was La Machina. And it's
Yeah.
like I think that song is a perfect example of like how serious they actually take themselves. And it's like it's perfect because I think up until that point a lot of people assume they're taking themselves very seriously, but they realize they're rap rock in like 2023. Like they know.
Yeah,
You
there's got
know?
to be a level of self-awareness.
Oh shit, sorry. I started playing the video.
What was that?
That's him at the fucking subway, dude. It's like a
Oh,
fucking
okay.
breakdown. Oh, I tried screen sharing and it kicked me the fuck out.
That's all right, dude. Fuck it.
Oh, I
We'll
think we're
just
recording. Okay, we're
we'll
still
cut. We're
recording
still
though. We're good.
recording. We'll just cut all that out.
Yeah, here. Can you see this screen?
No,
You don't see it?
nah. We'll figure it out
My
another
screen is
time.
lit.
There we go.
Yeah.
I see it now.
Okay. So you see it now?
Yeah.
All right. I'm about to play it for you.
Okay. You there, Kyle? Cal? Cal? What's up, dude?
Oh god, I don't know what's happening.
That's all right.
Oh my god.
We'll figure it out another time.
Yeah, all right. It stopped recording, so I hope you're still recording.
I'm still recording.
Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah, I just got kicked out of the Zoom. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I'll send you another time. We don't need to figure out screen sharing right now. Yeah, I can just put it in the chat for you.
So wait, what were you gonna tell me about listening to them with Ashley though? What did she feel about the band?
Um, So I was in the car with my wife Ashley and we were listening to Silly Goose and she fucks with them, dude. She likes
Yeah?
them. Yeah. So they're like touring like this and they're like sometimes they'll like crash at people's house and like I told them, man, I was like if they want to crash here, they're fucking down to crash here. If they want I was like we'll see, you know. But so I showed her La Machina and like we were listening to it yesterday in the car and then right as like the song's ending she looks at me and she goes, what's La Machina mean? And then it's like, so this is the end of the song. My wife says it to me like right here. She goes, what's La Machina mean?
And then the girl goes,
And
"What's
then
La Maga?"
literally, hold on, I'm gonna, oh shit, I fucking missed it. Yeah, literally. So at the end of the song, because what's La Machina? It was fucking the most perfectly timed thing. Like they knew exactly like that's what's so funny about it too is like they knew so perfectly what was gonna happen when they named a song La Machina and my wife almost hit it on cue not
That's
even
so
hearing the
funny, dude.
song like said what's La Machina mean and then like right after that it goes what's La Machina and I fell out laughing in the car, dude. Like, I was laughing so fucking hard because it was like the funniest timing, man.
No, that is
But yeah,
hilarious.
it's like it shows like how seriously they take themselves, how much they know. They also like put like fun little interludes on it and shit, like in their songs, like at the end of Show Up at Your House, I think. Um, if I'm right. Here, let's hear it.
I think Show Up at Your
Yeah.
House is the only one I didn't listen
Show
to.
up show up at your house. So Show Up at Your House has like a interlude sort of at the or an outro at the end. Sorry, not interlude, outro at the end. And it's just like a call from like a heating and cooling guy to the lead singer of the band Jackson. He's like, "Hey Jackson, just checking to make sure that your heating and cooling unit's okay over there. Want to make sure you got AC. I know you're in a band and you want to make sure the room's at a good temperature so your instruments don't deteriorate." Like it's just like Tony's like, I'm not trying to screw you over. I'm an honest guy. It's fucking
That's
so
amazing. I
funny,
mean, he's
dude.
not wrong, dude. Like humidity will just like fuck your instruments up.
Here.
One day it's gonna be snowpocalypse. The next day you're gonna be in hell. You know what I'm saying? One day cold, next day warm. That's how Georgia weather goes. But really, we want to get a new system in your house as soon as possible. You know, you can never fool around when it comes to your heating and cooling. It's a very important thing you want to be on top of, Mr. Foster.
Right here.
Just saying. I know you have your band practices, and I just want to make sure the room is the right temperature so that your instruments don't deteriorate. You know what I'm saying? No one wants that.
You know what I'm saying? No one wants that.
No one does want that, though, dude.
But it's also a dude be like, I'm a good guy. I'm just trying to help you out. Like,
Oh yeah, no,
like,
he's definitely trying to fuck those kids over, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
And
these
it might just be a
18-year-olds
fake
don't know
call, you know, but it's like, it's still
It
funny.
could be. It sounds
Dude,
like a real call.
Also, like the last song on this album, track 10, is Jackson's mom rap outro, and it's Jackson, the lead singer's mom. He wrote a rap for his mom and had his mom rap it on the album, and she's rapping about Target. Like, about going to
dude.
Target.
Play it. I want to hear this
great.
shit right now, dude.
It's so funny. It's
Turn it up a
great.
little bit.
Yeah.
Yo, bitch in a black Range Rover. I'm asking you, would you move the hell over? Cause I'm a passing in my stretch press and flip flops. Ain't got no time for your antail silk tops. I'm
It's
on a
great.
mission, gonna get me some Target. Clearance aisle, gonna see how they market. Get some snuggles and bread from the factory. Some hop in hand, farmhouse crap, gonna save me.
It's so much funnier. Like, it's like when you know that like he wrote it for his mom, and then at the end you like sort of hear her talking to him. It's like,
Yeah, it's my tops.
Oh, yeah, it's still going.
Yeah, it's my tops.
Oh, yeah, it's still going. Mom, you're doing great.
That was Jack's fault.
you see like the
Yeah,
mom
it's
son
my Target
dynamic.
romance. All right,
Yeah, no,
stop
that's
that
very
fuck
cute.
up.
Target romance.
You did that. You fucked up.
No.
That's fucking hilarious. Like he wrote a rap for his mom and had his mom rap about Target at the end of the album. Like it's fucking hilarious. It's like,
Yeah.
and then like
I
they have
don't-
a song like in La Machina. He talks about pooping in the pool, and like he's like, and I don't regret it. Like it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, nonsensical lyrics for sure, but fun
Yeah,
jam.
here. I want to find that pooping in the pool part. Man. Great. As a kid watching Futurama, like. Try to fast forward a little bit. Here.
When I was a kid, I was pooping in the pool. I thought I was cool till I was caught pooping in the pool. Mom, I didn't do it. I swear I didn't do it, but she knew it. I did it. I didn't even regret it.
So stupid.
So dumb. What the fuck?
But it's so fun. Is like the
is
greatest part
fun.
of it. He's like, I pooped in the pool and I died, but I didn't even regret it.
It is
It's
fun,
almost
dude.
Lonely Island level silly. You know what I mean? Like
Maybe that's what they're going for on some level,
it's
but
not totally, but like I think because like if you listen to Down, their song Down at the end, they sort of have like that corn beatboxing type thing, basically.
yeah, I noticed that. I thought that
Where
was fun
basically
too.
that's the Jonathan Davis beatboxing essentially at the end of it. Like here. He basically does like a beatboxing like Jonathan Davis. And
Dude,
it's
I'm
like
gonna be
you know-
I'm gonna be walking around work all day tomorrow being like La Máquina Grande.
Yeah,
All
it's
my
catchy.
coworkers gonna be like, what the fuck, dude?
It is, yeah, man. It's funny, dude. It's
Every
like,
time
it's
I ask
so
somebody
fun.
what size coffee they want, they say grande. I'm gonna be like La Máquina Grande.
And I think it means like the machine, like the female machine, because law I
Yeah.
think is like gendered towards women, if I'm correct.
Yeah, it's
Um,
just Spanish for the machine.
Yeah. But it's like
song's-
gendered as female, right?
The song's
'Cause
actually
la.
about Bert Kreischer
Yeah.
and his new special and how much fatter he's gotten. La Máquina Grande.
Yeah. Dude, it's a fun song though, man. And like I think the album itself is fun from a lot of aspects. And it's really a throwback to the new metal rap rock era. And
Yeah.
I think they're trying to take themselves as seriously as Limp Bizkit did. Like that's really what I think they're kind of going
So
for.
not at all.
Exactly. Like they're having fun with it. Yeah.
Yeah, like
and they're
take the riff seriously and the music seriously, but like everything else, make ridiculous as possible.
Exactly. And I think they're trying to be very upfront with it, where they're like, we know what we're making. Like, we make good music, but we're also being silly and having fun here. And like,
Yeah, because
it's
I
also
mean,
in the name. It's Silly Goose. You
yeah, I mean,
know,
and also say what you want about like Limp Bizkit, dude. Like they get a lot of hate, but
they fucking rip,
some of those Wes Borland guitar riffs are hard as hell, dude.
dude. And also, Fred Durst is still like his vocals still to this day hold up. If you've seen modern videos of them, like
I mean, he's still
wild.
good. He's still good at doing that style and
I
like
don't
doing those
love who
vocals,
he
but
is as a person,
oh,
all the
I
things
do.
he's done over the years, but
What has he
like
done that's so bad?
he's just been kind of a shitbag to people over the years. And it's like, again, it's like it doesn't mean that you
Yeah,
can't
but like
come back from any of that.
I feel like a
He's like,
guy like Fred Durst, like a guy in like a band like that, gets so much more flack than like a fucking pop diva does. When a pop diva is definitely more of a shitbag than any of those people. They're just behind closed doors, dude.
I think it was also because he was like a shitbag to pop divas. It's like
Oh
sort of the
yeah,
thing, you know what I mean? Like at the time.
didn't he bang like Christina Aguilera or something
He
like
like
that?
dated Christina Aguilera, I think Britney Spears as well for a minute.
That
Like,
rips, dude.
yeah, dude,
He's
like he was dating like full-fledged A-list
people he had
megastars.
no business ever being with in his
For
life.
sure. Yeah, wild. And he already had a kid at that point, which is crazy. Like he had a kid before Limp Bizkit ever took off.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he
He was
really
also in the
was.
Navy.
So he really was doing it all for the nookie. Wait,
Yeah,
you just say that fucking Fred Durst is a decorated veteran? Is that what you just told
yes,
me, dude?
he's a
Well, I don't know about
veteran.
decorated, but he's veteran.
He was in the military for 3 years in the Navy.
Did he get
He
what is it when
got
you
um he
get
left.
let go, but like they want you to? It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, it was because he had an injury to like his wrist or something like that.
Honorable discharge.
Yes, that's what it was. It was like honorable discharge because he had like an injury to his wrist or something like that, or his arm, I think. He had an
Playing
injury.
playing too much playing too much Limp Bizkit with his fellow soldiers, dude.
I
I'll
don't know, man.
fuck
But
your wrist right up, dude.
that's the time frame where he had his first kid. Interesting
Okay.
stuff though. Yeah. Anyways, we're getting on a Limp Bizkit tangent, but yeah, they're definitely inspired by Limp Bizkit, Korn, like the bands of that time.
Yeah.
And they're blowing up on TikTok and social media right now as well, which is like really cool to see because I've been following them for a few months, about probably 6 months. I've known who they were since that incarceration thing that they did, and that was
Okay.
last July, I think.
Yeah, because I mean, I've seen the video of like band raided our parking lot and got added to the festival a few times, like
Yep.
on my recommended, but I never clicked it. But yeah, I think the like the
Isn't that
subway.
wild? So it's like I said, it's like you knew them, but you had no idea you knew them. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly. So like I think that the Subway sandwiches gig, if What the Fuck Is Up Denny's had not preceded that, I don't think that would have been as big of a deal. But I think now when people see like a hardcore band or a band like this playing in like a corporate establishment, we all get that nostalgia for what the fuck is up, Denny's?
Yeah. And literally the top comment on their TikTok page from that clip is like, but it's not a Denny's Grand Slam or like something like that. It's somebody mentioning the Denny's Grand Slam. Like,
Yeah, exactly, dude.
that's the top. And it's like, but it'll never be the Denny's Grand Slam is like the top comment or something. It's got like over 8,000 likes or something, or
How much
10,000
time do we
likes or
have
some
left?
shit. I don't know. It hasn't started counting us down yet, but we can get
Oh,
off of
okay.
Silly Goose now.
No,
I
I
mean,
was gonna
we've talked
say,
plenty about it. I just think they're a very fascinating band and an interesting place in their career, and I think we're going to see a lot out of them in the
I think
coming
so
years.
too.
And I'm interested to see what we see.
Yeah, they're young, so they got like a lot of time to like figure it out and whatnot.
Also, if they
Um,
get paired up with producers like Travis Barker and John Feldman, like
yeah, I
that could
mean,
really do a lot for them as
the
well.
Feldman push would be huge for them. Like if they worked with John Feldman, that would be massive for their careers. Like he's also just extremely well connected in the industry and will probably help them in that way. But before we move on to my bands that I wanted to talk about, do you know the origin of like the Denny's Grand Slam, like how that even happened?
It was they did hardcore shows there like on a fairly regular basis, right?
No, no. So that Denny's was actually closed down at the time. It was a vacant Denny's. Everybody assumed that it was like there was patrons in the fucking restaurant eating like toast or whatever. But it actually had been closed down for about 3 months. and then that band's like show got canceled that like a few weeks in advance, and apparently like they just knew the guy or something like that of like who used to own that fucking Denny's, and they were just like, "Can we just come play in that building?" And he was like, "Yeah, whatever, why not?" And then people filmed it, and it went fucking extremely viral.
And it's hardcore history now. Man,
Yeah.
that's wild.
Well, I think everybody who used to go to hardcore shows or shows like that, the biggest thing that you would do at the end of the night that like made it super fun also was everybody would just go to Denny's.
I mean, yeah, if you had friends. Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I
Sounds
would
like
be
fun, Jake. No.
sorry, dude. I would after shows like after playing shows too, we would be in Denny's till like 4 in the morning, just like eating, drinking coffee, smoking cigs, underage smoking cigs at Denny's, dude. And those trash waitresses never said a goddamn thing,
You
dude.
definitely lived in Saginaw or Bay City, right?
No,
Yeah.
I lived in when I was in high school, I lived in Ypsilanti at the time, actually.
Oh, same. No, I
Dirty,
mean,
dirty
yeah.
Ipsy, yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah.
literally called Dirty Ipsy, so.
I mean, it happened around me too. I lived in like Waterford, Pontiac area, and so it's like it
I
wasn't
just love that I could
non-existent
smoke
there.
at Denny's and nobody would be like, "Are you even an adult?"
See, I would just have my mom. Like, I went to the Crowfoot a lot because that was like 2 miles from my house. Like,
Nice.
it was right down the street.
That
from
is
me.
really convenient, yeah.
It was very convenient. I grew up right on the borderline of Pontiac, so like Pontiac was basically where I grew up. So like it was right there for me, like 2 miles. It was a straight shot,
Damn.
honestly. I just literally pulled out of my neighborhood and went right down the street. And so my mom would just pick me up at the end of the night and take me to Taco Bell, and I'd go home. Like I didn't go.
Okay.
There was no Denny's in Waterford either, weirdly enough. We had diners, but no Denny's, man. But yeah, I mean, I guess for a lot of people, that's probably what it was, going to the Denny's, Yeah, that was never my existence, though.
Yeah. No, dude, I mean,
It was when I became a comedian, though, for sure. After comedy shows, I remember doing that a lot.
oh yeah, dude, that's still one of my favorite things about doing comedy is like going out with people afterwards and just like it gets to a point where you're rolling with like 8 comics and you are the obnoxious table in the restaurant, and that's always been like a weird, embarrassing thing for me. But
Oh,
also, I would rather be that than not experience hanging with people like that at all. You know what I mean?
yeah. If I'm at a table full of comedians, we will become the obnoxious table.
It was
With me there by default.
yeah, yeah. You do have a volume control issue, Kyle.
I do have a volume control issue. People will be like, dude, the whole restaurant's looking at us right now.
Yeah. It was definitely worse doing that in bands, though. You know what I mean? Because like, especially when like we started getting older and even more reckless and not caring as much. But like, I do remember a time that Sycamore, my old band, got kicked out of a Denny's because fucking Tony and Jeremy, the vocalists of the band, were just started throwing pancakes at each other in Denny's, and that dude, we got booted quick. Like
I remember Sycamore.
we had done way worse shit than that too, but that was so like visually disrespectful to the staff that they were like, "You guys need to leave right fucking now." Like they didn't even charge us. They were like, "Just get out."
I think my worst one that I ever did was we went to like a nice burger place in downtown Royal Oak, like me and a couple other comics. And
Yeah.
I they had like special aiolis that like you can get on the side to dip your like nice fries, and they make like these really nice frites, like like
Delicious.
they call them frites. That's how fancy it is. You know what I mean? And it's like
Yeah.
fancy burgers. It's like a nice spot. And like I get like I get a little bit of like mayonnaise on like my mustache or on my beard, and like the one comic's like, "Oh, you have like a little bit, like you have some mayonnaise on your beard." And I was like, "Oh, where?"
Kyle,
And
your
I start
face
rubbing it in, and like I start rubbing it in, and then like I was like, "Did I get it?" And I grab a little more mayonnaise.
Oh God.
And I just covered my beard in like mayonnaise, and then asked the waiter if I could get more aioli.
What the fuck, Kyle? How old were you?
You watched me from across the room do this.
And then ask for more mayonnaise.
Like, can I get you guys any more water or anything else? Can I get more aioli?
You guys are really skimping on the aioli over here. I'm running out like constantly over here,
And he
dude.
came back and like, so he hands me more, like a little cup of it, and he goes, this is a tomato aioli. I was like, that's ketchup and mayonnaise. It's like, fuck this guy.
It's ketchup and mayonnaise. Oh my god, dude.
And the other one was like a bacon aioli, so I knew he was bullshitting when he came back with the tomato aioli. He was
Oh
like,
my
this
God.
fucking dude's getting ketchup and mayonnaise, and I'm gonna call it a tomato aioli.
Well, yeah, because you're
Oh.
just wasting expensive mayonnaise, dude. It's
Yes.
probably like fucking $1 an ounce, and you're just like, let me just facialize myself with this, dude.
Dude, it was in
I bet the-
hindsight so funny, but like the other,
It's so disgusting.
I thought it was funny because the other dudes sitting at the table are crying, laughing too. Like,
Oh yeah, no,
they're
that's
so
it's fucking
embarrassed and they
gross,
want me
dude.
to stop, but they're crying, laughing at the
How
same
bad? How
time.
much mayonnaise was it? Like extremely visible from like across the
It was
restaurant?
visible, but not extremely visible.
Okay,
Like,
I thought you meant
you
it
could
was like.
see mayonnaise spots on my beard. It wasn't like I looked like I shampooed my beard or anything.
See, that's what I was wondering. I thought it was gonna be like when you were like, you remember when you'd be like a kid and you'd take a bubble bath and you'd fucking make like a beard out of soap bubbles. I was wondering if it looked like that. It's just you have a white
no,
beard
I
now.
definitely had an obnoxious amount of mayonnaise that was visible in my beard.
God, that is fucking dude, if I knew that before, I wouldn't have started this podcast with you, dude. Be like, I'm not starting a podcast with a man that irresponsible,
Oh,
dude.
man. That was
No,
I
that's
want
funny.
to say
That's
I was
funny
like
shit.
I want to say I was maybe 20 years old. Like, you know,
Okay.
it's like I was I don't think I was even 21 yet, honestly.
I thought you were
if I
about to be like,
remember.
yeah, this is like 2 days before COVID shut down.
No. This is I think before I even met my wife, honestly. Like,
Okay, yeah.
where I
maybe,
really got my shit together.
maybe don't tell her that one if she
Yeah.
hasn't heard
Oh,
it.
she
yet.
knows.
She knows. All right.
Yeah.
Wow, dude. Ashley's a real trooper, dude.
Yeah, man. Oh, dude. All right. You want to stop this one and then we could restart and so we could do your tracks and we could just sort of merge them.
Yeah. All right, for the listener, we're gonna merge the next few things so we
They
don't run
want
out of time.
we could probably do this and fucking do it.
Just
without
say if
them
I
even
can't
noticing.
edit it cleanly, then I'm just letting them know. All right, we're gonna switch over right now.